This is a city that's hosted more Super Bowls than almost anybody else. And, oh yeah, Brock, they've won a couple of their own along the way, too. We're in the home of the Buccaneers, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. Today, we see who's better in the NFC between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Ball is teed up as rain continues to fall. And we're off and running from Raymond James. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Taking a shot on the first play. Caught just shy of the goal line. And that is a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Now the PAT try coming up. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bucks get lined up, and they will kick this away. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Purdy throwing here to start. And it's caught. It's the South Carolina rookie. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run, break tackles, and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
Here's Jerome Ford for the first time this game. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
A 2nd down run by Ford. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or 2 ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
On 3rd down, Purdy. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down. Punting muted out now. And this will put an end to the drive after it stalled out. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. He takes it at the 4. And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Another carry for him. Man, he used all the space he had. Got him around 8. That sets up 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs.
60 Eagles!
They give it to him again. Ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's 4th down.
70 Lions!
Here's the snap on 4th. Taking a shot deep here. Full extension, and he brings it in. One of their biggest plays of the game so far, and it comes on a 4th down gamble. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
Hey, check that. Come on. Set. Let's go.
They'll try and punch it in. He's going to haul it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 13-0 lead. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going...
And it's no good. He missed the extra points. Rain, slick conditions, maybe making their presence felt as they fail to add another point on. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. First call here coming from the shotgun. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And it's going to be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Get set.
Purdy throwing here. Finds his fullback. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, Purdy. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And 4th and 4 coming up.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and that incompletion won't help.
And he drives this into the pouring rain. That'll be the first and more. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return.
At the 47-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, here's a handoff. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
You know, we love to talk about corners, those corners that both love to tackle and cover. It's kind of the same thing with these defensive ends. Most of them love sacks. They love rushing the quarterback. But those that run down a toss play like that, they separate themselves from others.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Set. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Looking to throw here. Waddle makes the catch. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
Number 17,
We've set it downs for him from the 31.
First and 10 at the 31-yard
Let's go
line.
now.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down now, 7 to go.
8-yard line.
Let's go. Lightning 18.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. The pressure's there, and it closes in on him. He's dropped for the sack, and that is what should bring us to the end of this opening quarter.
An 8-yard loss.
And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
Hey, God bless the Ted Washingtons, Casey Hamptons, Vince Wilforks, all them run stuffers back in the day. But the D-tackles of today, you not only have to stuff the run, you have to eat up the pass, too, and that D-tackle just got it done.
Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They're looking at 3rd and very long.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Setting up the screen. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
Well, nothing to critique there. Good snap, good hold, and he puts it through to pay off the drive with 3 points.
On the return, here's Irving. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. 49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Purdy. Gobbled up on the right side. That's Ayuk. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
You want to know why we see so many gray hairs, Kate, on these D coordinators we meet with? It's plays like that. These D coordinators hate quarterbacks that can escape the pocket, escape the blitz, and make you pay with completions.
Purdy looking to throw. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. It's Ford on 3rd. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
First and 10 now. Here's Purdy. This is reeled in by Jawan Jennings. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Motioning right is Ayuk. Ford straight ahead. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Pretty obvious, this defense, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
Get set. Get set. 18. What's up?
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Purdy throwing here on 1st. intended for Brandon Ayuk. So it'll be second down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Short pass brought in. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3.
Get set, get set. 18, let's go.
On the gun is Purdy. And it's incomplete, so that's going to bring up 4th down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Well, it would have been a long field goal in the rain, Brock, so instead of trying that, they're going to go for it.
18, watch out.
To the air again. Purdy. Throw is caught by the back. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. That's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
Sticking to the air here. It's Purdy. It's complete to Hunter Henry. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. Give him 24 on that play. And that means it'll be 1st down San Francisco.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Snap, but get to 4. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
That's why you often see some mix, some high-percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep the defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation and a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
So it'll be 2nd and long upcoming on the other side of this 2-minute warning. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up. Break the huddle. It's 2nd down now.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out.
Working out of the gun. It's Purdy. And he brings it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers chop some of the lead off before the half. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Now Purdy leading the offense up to go for 2.
The 49ers will line up.
Running back sent in motion. Here's Purdy to throw for it. It's caught. And he gets into the end zone. That is exactly why they went for 2 right there, Brock. It's back down to a 1-possession game. Well, Brock, the run's certainly an option as they lined up for 2, but as an offense, what are you looking for when you decide to throw it instead?
Well, you've spent all week working on these plays, and usually you have 2 or 3 that you like. That run game, you're right, you can run it. But there's so much more space with creativity in the passing game. Good offenses, elite offenses, they find a way not just to practice it, but to execute it when it matters.
At their own 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Get it. 60 Bison, 60. Read alert, read alert.
Now come out throwing. Flush out now to his left. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So still 10 to go on second from the 33-yard line.
Ready? Read. 70 Lions.
They'll go play action. Rolling out to his left. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
As soon as he starts to escape, Kate, you can almost see that gunslinger mentality come to life. It takes really perfect defense to hold up and keep him from finding something that'll go get that first down. They couldn't do it right there.
Ready, set.
6 yards to go here. It's third down.
Let's go. Count. 19, 18. Let's go.
They'll throw. Third and long. Buys time, rolling right. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, that's an example right there where you just simply got to be on the same page with each other and get both ends of the play right to execute. They want that one back.
Baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
It's set. It's set.
Now start on the ground. It's Ford. And he'll dive for a little extra yardage, and he's down. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. Offense to the line for second down.
At the 18-yard line.
Now Purdy. Complete out to the right side. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line.
And the 49ers first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Play action now. Purdy. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
At the 42-yard
Small
line.
pass, big result. This dude is just a juggernaut with the football, and once he gets rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him and play an add-on with those yards.
On the option, here's Ford. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. That play made by Jacob Parrish. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Run picks up 6, so that means it's second and 4. Purdy on the play action. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down.
Get set. Get set.
Here's Purdy to throw. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that third down in particular. We need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Fourth down in inches, just too tempting to pass up. They're going to go for it. They're going to run for it, forward. And forget this first down. He's made as he got to the line. They're not going to get this. This is a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And the reward is they get off the field.
Throwing now on first down. We've got a screen to the running back. Into the secondary past the 40. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Caught near the goal line. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
You know, he never stared him down. That was such a good job by the quarterback to keep his eyes downfield, keep working as that shallow cross. Those crossing routes so devastating for zone coverage.
Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. First and goal here.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
From the red zone on first. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers will add to their lead at the end of the half. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners. There'll be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game.
Yeah.
That's well done.
So the Buccaneers keeping their offense on the field. 2-point attempt coming up.
The Bucs will set up for the two-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Catches it at the 1. And right back into the end zone he goes. So roughly it's a touchdown. Then the next for 2, and he's extended their lead. Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. On the return, here's Irving. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here.
Get set.
Purdy looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Here comes the final play of our first half. One final shot before the half. He From deep to the left side. This final shot of the half will not connect. It falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. The Bucs get lined up and they will kick this away. On the return, here's Irving. This makes it up to the 25. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. 18. Up.
Play action now with Purdy. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
A give up the middle to Ford. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Jacob Parrish on the tackle. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Get set, get set. 18. Watch out.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
A gain of 7.
Whether they meant to go to him or it was an adjustment on the fly, that's not the read that was going to beat this defense for a 1st down. That look, well, this crew defensively was prepared for and knew how to keep it short of the marker.
Purdy trying on 4th down. He finds it beyond the marker. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. So they hit him for 5 yards on 4th down, and they get the successful conversion.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
1st down, Purdy to throw. Completes it downfield to Pearsall. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Sticking to the air here, it's Purdy. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Wallace there defensively.
Get set, get set. 18. Watch out. Stop.
To the air again, Purdy. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Cisco on the covering.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Outside. Right around outside.
Again, it's Brock Purdy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jar it loose, incomplete.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that drops the deficit down to 13.
I would imagine, Kate, that they hope that's the spark that starts a 2nd half inferno of a comeback. Could scarcely afford to come away empty-handed with points on that opening drive, and they didn't.
The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Here's Smith on the return. It's going well so far. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
At their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gain about 8, 2nd down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2.
Come on, set. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Copying back to throw. Completed to his running back. And that short gain is enough for a new set it down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Here we go, set. Cougar 19.
Pass play coming here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Forced to the ground.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Nike 18.
I'll throw it. Hits his running back. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. So 20 yards on that play. And the Bucs have the first. All set to go now from the 35.
Go.
The first carry now for Sean Smith. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Go, check. Set up.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
To the air on 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. Give him 13 on that play. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
You've heard that very common term in draft vernacular called catching radius. Let me tell you, as a quarterback, you love tight ends on drag routes because that catching radius for such a big target, then you see him, you eye him, and there's a comfort level between QB and tight end to make that connection.
And that is a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again. And it's no good. He missed the extra points. Rain, slick conditions, maybe making their presence felt as they fail to add another point on. The Bucs get lined up and they will kick this away. On the return, here's Irving. Showing a little burst so far. Great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
First down throw by Purdy. This one's out to Pearsall on the left side. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake. Purdy. Finds a man right side. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. It's a 29-yard gain. And that gives the 49ers the first.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On his own read, here's a gift to Ford. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
Hey, Kate, you ever run into a brick wall? No, me neither. I think we just watched it.
And you just get the play off. Finds him over the middle. And he gets this forward to the 19. We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's not quite over yet, but it'll take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the fourth quarter. To the line, here's 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Brought in by Ford. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers get it back to within 2 possessions. A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
49ers 17.
The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Here's Smith on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Hand off to the back. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Even 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Bronco 80.
Throwing off the play fake. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
The defenders, they were ready for that throw, stopping him right at the line of scrimmage.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now.
Go! 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Street.
He'll air it out on 3rd. Looking right, and he finds him. And he gets this down near the 30.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end, and they give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger game.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
To throw here on 1st down. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Take Hawk 70, Hawk 70, Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Throwing it again here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
We talk so much about decision-making, and often it's the decision of where to throw it, right? Reading the defense, finding the right coverage to attack, but there's also great decision-making that comes with just getting rid of the football, just avoiding sacks. They are so detrimental, and that one, man, he had a ton of yards.
They're in long for him here. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked by Alohi Gilman. And the 49ers have some new life in the fourth.
Okay, I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
Purdy throwing here on first. And that one falls incomplete. So it would have been a great catch. Still was a great effort. That brings up second down.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on the back line through a well-placed hit.
Back to the air on second. Purdy. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Throw here. Third down. Taken in on the right side by Pearsall. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's fourth down.
Desperation time here on fourth. Pass him on the quick hitter. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. Right call at the right time, Brock. Give him 9 and a successful conversion on 4. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Purdy on first down. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the Bucs' 45-yard line.
Play action now with Purdy. Complete to Pearsall. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
And the 49er first down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, 49ers.
Putting a receiver in motion. First down, Purdy to throw. Completed over the middle. Along the sideline inside the 25. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
At that down the distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Offense is set. First and 10.
Get set. Watch out.
To throw again, it's Purdy. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. And the Buccaneers are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
You knew it before this drive started, the field goal was not going to be good enough, but that meant the coverage also knew how to play it, how to concentrate, how to focus, and those defenders, well, they influenced that throw, and even more so, took it away.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Incomplete. Jair Brown on the coverage.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10.
Rig alert. Cowboy 80. Go, Rig, go.
the play fake. He'll throw. Vacates quickly left side. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. That one intended for Jalen Waddle. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Nike, get it,
Here he goes, 3rd and long. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Give him 32 on that play. And the Bucs down to 1st.
Kate, I've probably seen a million balls thrown in my life, and maybe even more. From the time I was in high school all the way here to the pros, and over all these decades of watching guys throw it, and I'll tell you what, I never get tired of watching a laser like that.
1st down from the 42.
Shut up. Panther 60. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. Connects on the crosser. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. 1st and 10 from the 43.
Let's go now.
Here's a toss headed right. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Cougar 19. Cougar 19.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped for a loss again. It's going to be 3rd down. The 49ers will call their 3rd and final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, 3rd down.
Here we go, set. 70 Timberwolves.
Pass play now. Throwing for the back of the end zone. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Jair Brown has it. And the 49ers will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
Well, they're in danger going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
49ers to the line. 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
Back to work after throwing the pick. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. 1st and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Throw right side is caught by Jennings. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
No timeouts and down 2 scores. They've got to find points quickly here. It's 1st and 10. From the gun is Purdy. That's brought in by Jennings. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. 12 yards on that play and a good call, and that's him the first.
A gain of 12. First down, San Francisco.
Get set.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Finds him over the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. Sticking to the air here. It's Purdy. To the end zone, but incomplete. Took their shot there on first down, Brock, but don't come away with any points just yet.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Ball on the 16. It's 2nd and 10. To the air again. Purdy. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the Buccaneers have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity that looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. But once you get, you have to finish with points.
Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And he can't escape, Brock. They lose yards, but defensively, no timeouts left to stop the clock and take advantage.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Start. 70 tempo.
Here's a design run. Well, I'm not seeing the signal for a safety, Brock, but he did not dodge it by much. That run just gets back to the line.
This wide receiver run game, what it really does, Kate, is a test the soundness of your defense. How assignment sound are you? Well, that was an excellent example of this defense doing its work on the practice field and, more importantly, put into execution on the game field.
Drawn up for it. Again, his number is called, and the defense read it once more, shutting him down. That brings up 4th down.
Fair or unfair, I sit in a little bit of a judgment seat next to you up here, Kate, and I got to judge that one. That tells me that coach trusts his defense more than he does his offense in that situation.
Sound the cannons, baby. The Buccaneers win it here in Tampa. And we know how rain can wreak havoc at any moment on a football field, but they didn't let that stop them today. They played their game, and as a result, they're leaving here with a victory. With Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers winners, as with that, we sign off from Tampa.